Alright, you know me, I make a lot of videos about Super Mario Odyssey. This year alone I already posted 2, and you know what? I'm gonna post even more! And last year I made a lot of them, like top 10 captures, top 10 worst and best costumes, and I noticed that my friend Tetrabit Gaming made a couple of Mario Odyssey top 10s too, so you know, maybe he could help me for this one. Let me give him a call. Hey Tetra, it's Nico.
Hey Nico, what's up my man?
Well, I'm thinking of doing a top 10 kingdoms in Super Mario Odyssey, and I'm wondering if you'd be down to help me out.
Sure thing, but what's in it for me?
I guess I'll buy you pizza?
Heck yeah, count me in.
Wow, that's all it took? Well, that was pretty easy. I'm just gonna call the pizza delivery guy and then we're set, so yeah. Hey, I'm Nico.
And I'm Tetrabit Gaming.
And here's our top 10 kingdoms in Super Mario Odyssey. One of the most important thing in pretty much any situation is to make a good first impression. And Super Mario Odyssey did just that by starting the game with the Cap Kingdom. This world, which seems to be ripped out straight out of Nightmare Before Christmas, introduces you to the most important mechanic in the entire game, the capture mechanic.
Oh, and it also features hats on everything, so now you know hats are very important in this game. Everything and everyone wears a hat, period.
This kingdom isn't really big, but it's meant to show you the basics of the game, and it does that just right, which is why it has to be on the list. Usually, the Mario games feature a clear pattern. You start in a grass world, then the desert world, then usually the ice, and then the forest world. Well, Mario Odyssey does feature pretty much all of those elements, but they have a twist. Let's take the Wooded Kingdom for example. At first, it looks like your typical forest world, but soon you'll meet the inhabitants of this world, only to realize that they are robots. Go through this first door here to finally see the true form of this level. Yep, it's a forest level, sure, but there's metallic platforms everywhere.
Combining these two elements truly shows you that it's still possible to have some originality in the Mario universe. I mean look, on one hand you have metal platforms that you can ride to advance in the level, but on the other hand you also have these magical flower paths that appear in midair.
And I did not even talk about the fact that if you fall down anywhere in this level, you don't die. No, instead you discover a brand new area, the Deep Woods. You know, it's super calm there, there's nothing out of the ordinary. Oh my gosh, a T-Rex!
Run!
Well, since we're on the subject of T-Rex in a Mario game, now would be the perfect opportunity to introduce the Cascade Kingdom. This kingdom takes you back to the past, in Dinosaur Land. Everything here is prehistoric. There are fossils everywhere, there's obviously our friend the T-Rex that we've mentioned earlier, and there's only one way to truly appreciate this world. Yeah, now we're suited for the occasion.
To get all the power moons here, you'll have to break many rocks, enter hidden caves, and swim through waterfalls.
My favorite part of this kingdom has to be the chain chomp that you have to capture to break stuff. I mean, the first time I did that, I found it pretty amusing and very original. Hey Tetra, since we're both from Canada, I think we can agree on something. We are sick of the snow. Can it be summertime already?
Oh, trust me, Nico, I am very tired of the snow. Well, at least the Seaside Kingdom can give us a taste of what's to come in a couple of months. With its sea, its beach, and its infamous beach volleyball court, the Seaside Kingdom is one place that everyone should definitely visit.
I especially love the freedom of exploration you get. When you first land, you can explore the beach and visit the hills behind you, or you can grab a Gushen and float on the sea to explore the islands and the big lighthouse. And when that's boring to you, just capture a Cheep Cheep and go underwater to discover even more greatness. I can't believe I would say that one day, but for once, I really like a water level in a video game. The first two kingdoms in Super Mario Odyssey are kinda small, and it kinda worried me for a bit there, but then I went to the Sand Kingdom and all my worries went away. You want a huge world? Well, here's one. The Sand Kingdom features so many things, it's crazy. There's a city with cool people in it, there's an oasis where you can capture a Lakitu and fish.
And you didn't even mention the huge inverted pyramid or the icy areas that are hidden underground. Heck, this map is so big that this kingdom features a creature named Jaxi, which helps you get around super fast from one place to another.
Oh, and I also forgot to say that you can enter many tombs hidden everywhere, and you can even enter the huge pyramid and go on top of it to finally see the entire world. Man, this kingdom is truly amazing. This next entry is the Lancian Kingdom, and it has to be one of the most original worlds in any game. This kingdom acts as the lava world of this Mario game, but instead of being a generic world full of lava, it's a food-themed kingdom.
Most of the inhabitants here are forks and other utensils, and they cook food to prepare for their cooking carnival.
The pink lava everywhere is just hot soup or something, so to navigate through the kingdom you have to capture a lava bubble and swim through this pink delicious looking soup. There are also hot cannons that you will use to reach higher areas in this kingdom. You'll also capture forks to swing yourself from one place to another. It's a very original way of making a lava world. Props to you, Nintendo, that was very creative. You were a fan of Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii? Well, me too. And this is why I was so happy that the Moon Kingdom was in this game.
After you're done exploring the entire planet, what better way to end your quest than by going in space and on the moon?
This world features low gravity everywhere, so you don't have to be afraid to jump a long gap. You'll usually end up making the jump with no trouble. This world also features a big god church, where Peach and Bowser are supposed to get married. But before reaching this church, you'll have to go through a dangerous lava cave full of dry bones, bullet bills, and other enemies. I think that's one of the best way they could have handled the final level before the Bowser boss battle. And after you're done with the game, you'll explore the dark and the darker side of the moon for even more challenging segments. Especially this one, where you don't have your hat and you're supposed to make those jump without dying. I can't do that one, guys! This next kingdom is only unlocked once you beat the game, but let me tell you that it's worth the wait. It's the Mushroom Kingdom, more specifically Peach's Castle. This kingdom comes straight out of Super Mario 64.
And this is definitely the effect they wanted to achieve, and you can even buy the Super Mario 64 costume. This kingdom features so many references to Mario 64, like the fact that you can enter Peach's castle, you can drain the water around the castle to enter a secret door, and it even plays the same song when you collect a Power Star.
You can even go on top of the castle only to find Yoshi, just like in Mario 64. You can even capture Yoshi and flutter jump through the kingdom. There's also a secret path to the castle's garden, and they're the way you remember them from Mario 64. Even the L is real sign is still barely readable. I mean, it's gonna fuel many like VG mind blows and stuff, I don't know. There's no better way to pay homage to this wonderful game that is Mario 64 than by introducing it back again in Super Mario Odyssey. Alright, it's a Mario game, you know you need to have a Bowser Kingdom. But it's even better when you base off your Bowser Kingdom on Japanese culture. Bowser's castle in this game is super creative.
You'll explore many Japanese castles, a garden, and a tea house, as well as capture traditional Japanese statues and a brand new enemy to this game, Pokio.
With Pokio, you can explore the top of the map using its metallic beak. You can literally climb on walls to reach new places. The music is also inspired by Japanese culture and features instruments from this country. I always wanted to go to Japan, and this kingdom makes me want to go even more. This is how Super Mario Odyssey was first introduced. Mario in a big city. How weird is that? Well, as weird as it may have been back when it was revealed, it now makes perfect sense. The Metro Kingdom, or should I say New Donk City, is inspired by New York City. It features taxis everywhere, real human beings walking around, and there are also skyscrapers everywhere.
This is truly a kingdom that doesn't seem to belong in a Mario game, and yet it's our favorite. You won't find many enemies here, but instead only people minding their own business and enjoying the city life.
But this world is so big that you don't even need enemies to enjoy it. Climbing to the top of the city, exploring the sewers, and bouncing on cars is a fraction of everything that is possible to do in this kingdom. And it concludes with an homage to the original Mario Bros. Game from the arcade, pitting you in the 2D segments against the bad Donkey Kong. You can also visit a theater to play level 1-1 from Super Mario Bros. Now only if there was the Minus World, that would be even better. The streets are named after Donkey Kong characters. This kingdom is by far the most detailed, and this is why it's my favorite one in the entire game. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this top 10. Be sure to subscribe and to click on the bell to make sure you don't miss anything. Big thanks to Tetrabit Gaming for joining me today. Make sure to go watch his videos and subscribe to him if you haven't already. Tetra, I, and a bunch of other cool Nintendo YouTubers are now part of Minus World, a brand new group. I'll post a new video at noon explaining everything, so stay tuned for that. But be ready for even more awesome collabs.
And I just posted a brand new video that also features you, Nico, so everybody should tap the card and go watch it.
Yes, so we will both see you in a bit.